What's up? All right, guys. Today we're going to be talking about a very low market cap coin called DOC. Now it's low market cap, which means it's risky, but that also means there's a lot of more potential upside reward. Here's some little snippets of what we're going to get into. Let's get it. This market cap and this price could increase quite a bit. Their leader here is Nick Lambert. I'm going to pull open his LinkedIn. So the roadmap here, they've been checking these off as they've gone through, and now we're pushing that level of resistance right there. I'll try and give you an idea of a similar stock. Let me look up. If we look on CoinMarketCap, website I use all the time for looking at big projects that could pop, that's a little scary. All right, here's the chart and some information. We're going to get back to the chart here in a little bit, but first off, let's just start. I was looking at this just yesterday, and it was 60 something cents yesterday. We're 75 cents today, up 15%. We're a market ranking today of 394. Yesterday, I think it was around 450 something. I'm sure as you watch this, it'll be a little bit different as I'm going to be posting this tomorrow morning. It's the evening of the 29th. But you can see here that's quite a bit of fluctuations with it in the green direction because Bitcoin, of course, has been going up recently from its dip. But let's get into the big question right now. What is DOC? Boom, I'm on DOC's website, and they've got a little blurb about them, and they've got a very clean website in general, but here we go. So DOC was founded with a mission to solve universal problems with existing data solutions. And the main thing that DOC is focused on is digital credentials. So they talk about, for example, with data, these pieces of information could be anything from a passport proving our identity and citizenship, a graduation diploma proving our education, or a vocational license proving our ability to work in a designated field. Digital credentials are virtual representations of these important pieces of data, which are essential in our lives and careers. But there are many problems with how this data is captured, shared, and controlled. Hence the blockchain, verifying data and storing it in a non-centralized location, etc., etc. And the blockchain that it'll be using will probably be Polkadot. Previously, in the earlier days of DOC, it was Ethereum, but Polkadot's off of Ethereum, so subscribe. As many projects do, they've got two parts here. The DOC Association is a Swiss nonprofit dedicated to seeing the roadmap, establishing the governance, and overseeing promotion of the network. And then there's the DOC Labs team behind developing the actual nitty-gritty network, driving marketing, business development, and operations to fulfill DOC's vision. Fully distributed team, and all of our work is open source. Now, let's just look at the team here real quick because the team is very important on projects. It shows the direction they're going. Do they have a strong leader? Their leader here is Nick Lambert. I'm going to pull open his LinkedIn. Nick Lambert, CEO at DOC. We are hiring. So Nick Lambert's a great looking CEO. Not looking, but he seems to have a lot of experience, especially with his previous group there, Made Safe, where he was brought on to kind of help shape the strategy of the marketing, HR, and finance teams around the company's roadmap and business objectives. That's a very multi-hat role, and initially joined as a marketing manager and was subsequently promoted to board of directors. So he did very well there, and he talks about his ability, to pull together a team from 11 to 44 over 3 years with a 90% retention rate. So people didn't want to leave. It shows good leadership when you have a high retention rate like that. Speaking at multiple international conferences, provided media interviews, managed shareholder base of over 200 investors, raised $6.5 million in 2 seed funding rounds. So good experience. I like his resume, and it looks good to me for the project. So the roadmap here, they've been checking these off as they've gone through. And right now we're right at working on Q2 of 2021. They just checked off delegatable credentials, additional features. Next is verifiable credentials API. Then they're going to have proof of stake. We all know how important that is with saving energy and whatnot and not being proof of work. doc server, then their doc wallet, then possibly Ledger wallet support here at some point, and then their doc app version 1, they're shooting for Q3 of this year, and their Q4, their next version of the app. So by the end of the year, they're showing so far on this roadmap a lot of big updates and changes. These, upon successful completion of each one, should show a boost on the price and a boost in people noticing it. So speaking of price, let's flip to the chart right now. So here we are on the chart. We can see the big dip there, up and down here mid-June, coming down this way. And of course the May 10th when Bitcoin and the whole crypto market really went down is right around here. It sure recovered nicely though, almost back to the same level it was at there, whereas of course Bitcoin didn't. But if we take a look, we are at a point, where we're really wedging in. You can see right now, if we draw this kind of line this way, and then this is the case with a lot of cryptocurrencies right now with the way the volatility is, but we're really wedging in on this cryptocurrency, which is a good sign, because we're going to have a breakout. And the way that Bitcoin seems to be moving right now, it could be a big breakout to the upside. Subscribe, eh? Currently, the value we're sitting at has been treated as a level of support back in March 25th, back in April 26th, and very strong support. Look at this large candle coming up off of it. It really rebounded up through it. And now we're pushing that level of resistance right there. If we get through it, we could possibly treat this as a new support and push upwards from it. Another indicator here, just the 20-day moving average. We just kind of pierced through it with that one price on the end of that wick right there, which is a good sign, breaking through the 20-day moving average. That's another good sign for it to move in the upwards direction, just looking at technicals here. Of course, all these altcoins currently, especially these lower market cap, are very tied to Bitcoin. The swing and movements of Bitcoin will definitely affect them a lot. Another thing with this one, with its market rank at 394, the market cap of this coin is only 52. It was 44 million yesterday, but like I said, it's gone up 15%. 52.7 million is the market cap. That's a very small market cap. Like I said, if this project takes off, this market cap and this price could increase quite a bit. But it's very volatile. It's very risky. I'll try and give you an idea of a similar stock. Let me look up a similar stock for it. So market cap of just over 52 million. These are some of these stocks in the US that are market caps of around there. I'm not sure if you'd even recognize some of these because these companies are a lot smaller. It just gives you an idea. Bank of San Francisco, Euro Sun Mining, Novo Resources, XT Energy. So you're looking at the idea of possibly investing into a company so small that could have a large potential to do digital identities for businesses and really grow. Back to the risk part again. It is a very small company, like I said, so it's got a lot of large investors behind it. As a result, concentration by large holders in our analysis here on CoinMarketCap shows 99%. That's dangerous, basically, because when a large holder or a large investor drops out, decides, I'm done with this project, it can tank it. It can ruin it. It can make it close and die. So that's a little scary. However, there's, like I said, a lot of reward and a lot of risk. If we take a look at some of the estimations people have done here on CoinMarketCap, I put an estimation of 80 cents for the end of July. I mean, it's already up 15 cents though. And most people have put an estimate of 90 cents for the end of July. And here's a run through on their main website here, talking about how you can build an app using Doc, helping track these digital identities or DIDs. They also have their own ability to issue credentials as well. They have their own app. They have their own security setup. their certs demo app here. What will you build? Something related to healthcare, something related to supply chain, something help you in your workforce, streamline your hiring process, providing credentials that are cryptographically verifiable. So that's pretty awesome. Like I said, there's lots of big stuff coming up for them. If we look on CoinMarketCap, website I use all the time for looking at big projects that could pop, they've been on and off of CoinMarketCap for the past weeks, month even, as a hot 1,534 votes, 86% confidence on their proof of stake mainnet, estimated around July 7th. You know, there's a lot of big stuff coming up for them. Even on Twitter, you know, there's a lot of good news about them. There's a lot of bullish analysis. There's not as many people hating on it when you look through on the socials on Doc. So that's another great sign behind it. So Doc's an interesting project. It's very risky. It's one of the riskiest ones I've ever talked about. It's also got a lot higher upside reward. Thought I would just let you guys aware of it. I hope you learned a bit about it. I hope you realize the cool potential it has. And hey, if it latches on and it shoots way up the rankings into the top 100 of crypto, you just made a lot of money. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe. Please like.